right now on Mass Hauntings. The team gets called into Café Venice in Norwood, Massachusetts. This family-owned Italian restaurant has been reported to have ghostly activity and requests the help of the Mass Hauntings crew.
Welcome to Mass Hauntings. I'm your host, Owen Meyer. Tonight, at Café Venice, Norwood, Massachusetts, they've invited us to investigate their restaurant. They've had poltergeist activities like glasses and plates being thrown, and papers being tossed around, shadow people, and full-body apparitions. So, let's go find out if there's anything inside. There's not much known about the history of this restaurant. That's one of our goals tonight. Find out who and why. Built in 1920, this building has seen multiple businesses operate out of it.
I've been here for 28 years. This has a big history in this area.
There's a lot of history here that we don't know about. The building's so old that things could have happened here that no one would even know at this point.
First of all, I want to say nothing bad has ever happened to anybody. Sometimes when we're sitting in the bar and the dining room's closed and it's dark, we might think that we see an employee walking by, but we're all sitting there. I was waitressing in the dining room one night, and all of a sudden we heard a glass smash. I went out. The two women were sitting there, leaning against the booth, and turned to me and said, "Do you have gremlins here?" So when I asked why, they said the glass of water just slid down the table and just smashed. And I did make sure they all had coasters or napkins underneath their glasses so it wasn't any condensation.
One day I had two patrons that were sitting on the bar stools over there, and that speaker up top over there kept like going and shutting off, and then going and shutting off again. And they're like, "I think you have a ghost. I'm not really sure what's happening." And we're like, there might be one here. I think one of the strangest things that happens here is when the TV that's in the corner of the bar just turns on and shuts off on its own all the time.
It's kind of weird because it's dark behind the kitchen and we heard like somebody cooking or somebody dropped something and nobody there. We figure out if something is wrong in here or some ghost doing something for us. It's kind of scary. For me, it's weird. I've been here for 12 years and I heard that.
Once we bought the Venice and we decided to do renovations, we decided to do the function room first. However, when COVID hit, we decided to tear apart the bar. At that time, we were able to bring our dogs in because we were doing most of the work ourselves. And then at that time, the dog would just lay in the hallway, stare out at the dining room and start growling. A couple times they'd get up and walk in there and it was like they were chasing somebody. You could hear them running in circles. There was nobody there, no workers or employees, because we were the only ones in there. And it happened pretty much daily. Seeing the shadows, when it's quiet in the dining room and we might just be here cleaning up and things like that, definitely weekly. Probably 3 to 5 times a week.
We were talking about a man who used to work here, and we have a picture from his memorial. And we were talking about him, and I went into the closet and got the picture and left and showed one of the people we were talking to. And when I went back in, the lights automatically turn on every time you go in that closet. This time we were moving, we were putting our hands in front of the sensors, we tried to flip on the light, and nothing would happen. So I quickly put the picture back on the shelf, and as soon as I stepped outside the door, the lights came back on.
I do not believe in ghosts, but I heard 1,000 stories from a lot of people. So I think it's time to believe it because there's too many things happening here. Please help. I don't want to do this anymore by myself and here.
I believe I have ghosts in the cafe because on a regular basis, strange things happen.
With the lack of history and amount of experiences people have had, it'll be an exciting challenge to help Café Venice discover what's going on here. Our first task of the night. We set up a wine glass and drew a chalk line around it to see if we could capture the reports of glasses moving in front of guests.
Here, why don't you do it now? Hold on to it so it doesn't move. We'll move it over here, just in case.
There's lots over here. I want to check.
Okay.
Okay. So
All right.
we're gonna leave this for the night.
It was moving.
Feel free to move.
Cool. Let's do this.
All right.
Oh, look, you got one of those ice scoopers. It's an actual bar, like.
Yeah, it's a functional restaurant.
We'd be able to see that if we move it to the other table better.
Okay,
Because it'll take two.
sure, let's do it.
Right?
As Susan and Myra move the glass to another table, a flashing ball of light is seen passing behind Susan, slows down, and picks up speed.
So you know what that is? That is like a ghostly good time. He was touching my butt. That's exactly what it is. He's trying to get a little something something. Fresh.
This behavior rules it out as being a piece of dust.
Cleaning up.
We set up a laser projector in the dining room, as claims of apparitions have been reported in this room. If anything dense enough passes in front of it, we will see it.
I'm wondering if you can conjure people up with your pendulum. Like that may stir stuff.
And you wanted to do that over here, right?
Like
behind
in
this
this
outdoor.
little.
Dave is downstairs first.
Okay.
You're doing the. Yeah.
Okay, we can do that.
Can we?
The
Because that's
apparition
what we
was
You'll do this
sat.
solo.
the man with the baseball cap was seen in this booth over here. There was a fight between customers here,
Okay.
and they made the waitress cry and everything. That's how bad it was. So she came around here to go talk to them because one of the guys had stayed behind.
Mm-hmm.
So she kind of went around this corner to talk to this guy, and he was gone. He wasn't there.
Okay.
And this was, I don't remember when, but
You know what?
Pretty recently.
I'm gonna set up my phone to do some more EVP work because I think we need more recorders out there. So
Okay.
I'm gonna go set that up while you guys get this going.
okay.
Just so it's on record,
What?
Dave is doing the downstairs alone first.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, you
Well,
man.
it's your funeral.
Hi, this is Susan. I am coming here because I wanted to check to see if you wanted a glass of wine yet, or if I can get you a beer or anything. How about I get you a shot? Would you like a shot and something to drink? What's your favorite? Myra's buying today, she said, so here you go. There's a shot. You turn that over and I'll get you a drink. How's that sound? If you could make a noise, that would be awesome. Because I know you're here. Can you make a knock? Maybe move one of the chairs? Open the bathroom door. You're pretty clever. Was that you in the other room making noise? Can you do it again?
On command, a knock was heard coming from another room.
There's no bartenders, there's no waiters, it's just me in the kitchen. We finish the night. It's not a regular noises we hear when we close the kitchen or the pen drops off or the pocket drops off. It's not like that.
During this moment, all of us were in the same room and no one else was in the restaurant.
They're getting geared up. Yeah, that's what it feels like. They
It's
are
different people.
I mean, did hear like
I heard something over there.
I heard something.
I don't know whether,
Did you hear,
I
like,
hope it picked it up, but I don't know
walking?
whether it was in the kitchen or something, yeah.
It sounded like kind of like a thump almost.
Oh, yeah, it didn't sound like a ting, like, it didn't sound like the pots and pans or anything like that,
No.
but it sounded solid. Right after I asked it to make a noise.
Right.
But like exactly where you said you saw the man. That's just where I keep feeling like.
Right.
Yeah, me
It's
too.
weird.
Me
It's
too.
really weird.
Let's go in that room and see what we can do. Myra, do you want to do the pendulum?
Yeah, we can do that.
We set up the pendulum board in the spot where a few weeks earlier an argument between guests occurred. When the manager went to speak to the gentleman left sitting at the table, he allegedly vanished in front of her.
So is somebody here with us?
I'm sorry, but did you guys hear that?
From the kitchen?
Yeah. That sounded like clear walking.
Yeah.
Like clear walking.
Strangely enough, nothing is captured moving on our stationary cameras in the other rooms.
I feel a lot of energy going through my hands, but it's almost like it's stopping.
Yeah.
Is there someone that's stopping the communication tonight? There's someone that doesn't want us to talk to each other, to communicate tonight?
No. Strong no.
Nice stop. So there's no one stopping you. Do you just not want to talk to us? It's okay. We don't mean any harm. We just want to communicate. We just want to know who's here. The owners want to know who's here.
They like you being here.
They do. No one wants you to leave.
They like you being here and they want you to stay. They just wanted to find out more about you.
Oh, why don't you throw out a question?
What one? Do you enjoy being here?
Is the ghost named Charlie here?
Everybody called him Uncle Charlie. He worked here on his own basis, and he was always here before anyone else.
I heard he's a guy. He died, he used to work a long time here at the Venice, and he said he's too close to family, friends, and family. So they think he's too close for to those guys in here. I can say us because I'm a Café Venice family right now. And he wanted to try to say something to us, or I don't know exactly what it is.
Or it could be stronger in the basement. I always close it out though because
Go ahead, close out.
Okay. So thank you for coming. We're gonna say goodbye. You can stop the pendulum
No, it goes yes.
and we'll come back later.
If it means anything, I got a bit of a headache feeling during that.
Really?
I don't know if that's meaningful.
Could be.
Could be.
Yeah, I'm not impressed. I mean, if they can open doors and all that other stuff, I want more.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
That
had
was
a headache
like,
too.
yeah, like it felt like there was
a heavy energy sort of.
Really heavy.
Really heavy.
But you said you had felt something in your hand.
Yeah.
Because I did too on
Okay.
Friday.
Okay. Yeah, I
So.
could feel the energy coming through. It just
Yeah,
felt like
I
it was
could as
going,
well.
almost like stopping my hand from doing something. So,
Really?
yeah, that's what it was. It was like the energy was right there, but it wasn't going down. Because you've had it, you know,
Yeah,
it swings around like
swinging.
crazy.
Yeah, sometimes.
So-
Yeah.
After not getting many responses from the pendulum, Susan reviews the EVP recorder that was left recording in the bar.
That's what we heard.
That's what you heard.
I told you.
This is when we were in the bar?
That sounds like a pressure. That sounds like pressure being released from like
Could
an
be
air
pressure.
can.
Could be, totally.
But it also sounds like just banging.
No, it sounds like an air can. You know what I'm saying? Like a psst.
Well, I want a beer opening up.
Did you hear that?
It's like whispering.
Did you hear that?
Yeah. Wake up.
About 30 minutes before placing the recorder, we captured a shadow that runs in front of a security camera's infrared light. Watch closely.
I didn't realize this, but I set up our camera directly underneath a security camera that the restaurant has installed. The shadow looks like it's moving from left to right, meaning whatever passed in front of their camera was dense enough to block the infrared light. And you can tell because the shadows are inconsistent with our infrared camera light.
That's like a tap. Almost. That was the, that those two were the biggest noises.
This is
All right,
coming
so
from the bar.
roughly about 119, somewhere around 119. So we'll just remember that.
So she has it.
For the record, the bar's quiet. The bar's very quiet.
Excuse me. It's like birth.
Other than the compressor, as you hear.
Yeah.
There's no tapping, no nothing.
Interesting.
That seems pretty consistent.
But that's where I heard it from.
Yeah.
So let's go in and do our, while it's hot, let's just go in and do the spirit box.
In the bar? Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Sit at the bar with the headphones.
We move on to the spirit box, a radio that sweeps FM and AM frequencies that spirits can use to communicate to us. Our technique is to have one of us listen with headphones while we ask questions in the other room. We sent Dave in the bar by himself first, with no results. So they decided to throw me in there. I repeat anything I hear come through, but I can't hear any of the questions being asked.
We are getting intelligent conversation. This is, I'm saying something, he's responding, and Owen's hearing. So I say he's, the ghost entity is responding. And the three of us are having a conversation. That's amazing. And he's going to answer whatever he hears.
Are you at the bar with Owen?
Please leave me.
Do you want Owen with you?
Is Owen too young to be at the bar?
Loud. Quiet.
Are we making too much noise?
Is there a lot of people in the bar? Is it very busy?
Did you used to drink at this bar?
I just heard please leave me alone and then leave me alone 2 times in a row.
Do you not, do you?
And then a shh. I just heard a shh. I don't know if that was just the box or not.
Do you want to talk to us?
You are.
feel like there's people around you, Owen?
Say that again?
Do you feel like there's someone behind you?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay.
That was creepy.
What was it?
I put the headphones back on and it said, "She's right." Not a good.
Are you behind Owen right now? Should he not be in there?
Move now.
Maybe we should get him out of there.
Okay, Owen will leave. Is that a good idea? Is Owen in your seat?
It's mine.
It's his
Okay,
chair.
let's get him out.
Okay, he will get out of your chair and you can sit down.
So the ghost said that you're in his chair. He'd like you to move. So can you move over? Ask him which seat you'd like him to move to, or you'd like.
Where do you want me to move? It said new room.
You. Yeah. Okay.
I can just move a chair.
Yeah. Right. This is not.
Not happening.
Are you okay with me moving over to the other seat? I heard yeah. Okay, well, that's good. Because I got yeah. So here you go.
Oh, dude, that's so
Did you guys
cool.
ask that? And then I said move now.
Dude, that is so cool.
That's so nuts.
Wow.
You know what's weird?
What?
I move and I immediately feel like a,
You feel better.
yeah,
Yeah, a relief.
like a weird relief. Like I feel relaxed in this chair.
All right, keep going.
Freaks me out. Okay.
Quiet, please.
Are you watching the football game?
I just got another move. I got a Basco. I don't know what that means.
Trying to like if that's anything football related.
No.
It's not. Apparently, it's not. Basco. What is Basco?
Quiet. Please.
I guess this dude doesn't want us to interrupt his game.
Are you enjoying your drink?
Downstairs. I got a really loud no after that.
This is also where we see the shift of two energies. We have the person that we'll call Charlie, that is just very light energy. He's fun, he's fine. And then this other, we'll call him Basco for lack of another name, but this next male energy comes through and he's taking us downstairs, he's telling us quiet, he's giving us orders. You know, he's like, don't talk. So Charlie now moves back. His energy can't handle this energy because I think this energy is a little more aggressive.
I'm moving.
He's moving.
I'm moving. I'll explain in a second. I'm walking out of here right now.
So I got freaked out because I heard something say, move now, and then I heard a tapping behind me, which freaked me out even more. So I went to take off my earphone and see what it was, and I just didn't see anything. So I just thought it was a good idea to just regroup with everyone and figure out what happened.
Well, there was somebody who was behind you, and you could hear a little bit of clinkety clink, and you could see. I couldn't see anything, but you could sense that there was somebody behind him, almost like I either trying to get to the bar to make an order, or trying to get him out of the seat.
I kept feeling someone around me. But what we captured on one of the TVs earlier might be who I was sensing.
I don't know what that is. At first I thought it was just a shadow coming from the bar. But it's not a solid black figure, and it only shows up in the screen. And when I slowed the footage down, it seems to be moving independently from the infrared camera light reflection. I wouldn't doubt if this is a spirit trying to communicate with us. Spirit boxes and televisions use the same principle.
You can actually see a person. You can almost see his jacket, you see what he's doing, you can tell he goes from right to left, like there's so much in that. This is like the Holy Grail. I've never in my 30 years have ever seen anything like that.
We move on down to the basement where the office is located. Karen claims her office would be a mess after leaving it for just a few minutes. This time, Susan takes over the office.
Okay. Is there anybody in that room with Susan right now?
Please.
Please what? What do you want us to do?
I think I know.
You know what? What do you know? Do you know who's in this restaurant? Are we speaking to Charlie?
They found out.
It's a temperature change. Who found out? Where is that? What is this coming from her? From the box. It's temperature change. Are we supposed to...
Leave me? She did leave me.
Do we know something that we're not supposed to? Is there a secret in that basement that we don't know? Or that we just found out?
What do you feel about the hole in the floor that's covered?
I didn't know there was a hole in the floor.
That's how far you've gone down, huh?
That's so funny.
Yep.
Okay.
I had no idea there was a hole in the floor. Yeah, I question what might be through that hole in the floor, or what may be in that basement, to be honest.
But most of the time when I go downstairs, I feel somebody behind me.
The kids are petrified to go down because they hear noises, they feel things, and they're just very, very uneasy. Get a very uneasy sensation down there.
And there's other parts of the basement that I haven't even ventured to because I just won't go down there.
I feel like there's someone around me that's kind of touching me, but not touching me.
Interesting.
It's me, they said.
Are you trapped in the basement? Are you in the basement with Susan right now?
Do you want us to help you leave?
That's strange. He doesn't want to talk to us. Do you want to talk to us? Who messes up Karen's office? Do you like to throw around the paper?
Unless you can come through really strong, I'm gonna leave, okay? So if you have anything to say, you need to say it now. Wait a minute.
What are you trying to do?
Buddy,
Who is your buddy? What is that tapping?
What is that tapping?
alright, I'm ending it. If you want to say anything to us, you'll have to
Ended right.
talk to somebody else.
It ended right.
That tapping.
The tapping was really weird.
Yeah.
The tapping was really weird.
This won't be the only time we hear the unexplained tapping.
Was there a tapping downstairs?
I didn't.
You didn't hear any tapping.
What?
There was tapping.
Really?
Right when you ended it, it stopped.
It was so clear. Like, I don't remember what you said. It was like,
No.
It was after the buddy thing. You said
No tapping.
after the buddy thing.
It was like,
You said
No,
you said
we
something
didn't
like
get that at
you said
all.
like who's your buddy, and we heard a really loud.
yeah, just like that.
Like a
It
solid.
was like
was coming
it was
through.
like a name, buddy.
Like a whole minute. It was happening.
Yeah, 30
I asked her if
seconds
it
a
was
minute.
It sounded like someone
It
like
was a girl
bouncing
and a guy
basketball.
that was talking to me.
Yeah, someone bouncing a basketball.
Yeah, and she was the one who was talking about money, and she was the same two people that were going back and forth. And then
there a secret
Buddy,
in there?
what?
Yeah.
But
The
I'm
secret
saying-
is what is we keep asking what that hole is down there. We don't know.
Oh, yeah.
Daniel and I decided to take the spirit box ourselves into the dining room.
What's your name?
I think it was saying move, but I only got the moo.
Do you not want us here?
Can you hear us?
We can hear you loud and clear. And I want to talk to you more. I want to know about what's happening here.
Can you see us?
Sometimes. Sometimes I can see you.
They are here.
Sometimes we can see a man in a hat, a baseball hat, walking through. Who is that?
Having fun?
He doesn't look like he's having fun, but we're having fun. Who's the person that moves all the glasses around?
Good content. I don't even know what that means.
He's
That
probably
might have been like an accidental here. I don't even think. That makes no sense.
he might know what we're doing. And he's toying with us. So he's having fun.
Oh.
Are you standing behind Owen right now?
I really want to keep the light over there. I keep feeling like I see someone at that pole. Can I like place it?
Stay there. Just stay there. But keep it on.
Don't do it. It just said.
Unknown to us, just as I feel something behind me, two anomalies show up on different cameras as I'm on the edge of panic. The first one manifests right at the light fixture, moves, and disappears behind me. The next is just seconds later on our security cam, just above the alcove. The anomaly manifests but is stationary and disappears just as quickly. These are not lights from cars as shown here. Could these be spirits that we were feeling in the room with us?
Are you around Owen right now?
Just saying. Off the record, I'm saying what I actually heard. I heard. I'm so serious.
Like, I'm not kidding. I didn't want to say it because it sounds like I wouldn't be kidding, but I actually heard that. So.
Can you tell me what business this place was besides being a restaurant?
I've told you before.
I was going to ask you, are you the person that hangs out in the kitchen? Is your name Charlie?
Let me move. You just said Death Blossom. Like actual Death Blossom. Which doesn't make sense at all. Like, these are so clear.
Like a flower, maybe?
Like blossoming out. Like, these are such clear words, but they don't make sense. Got ya?
Are you in the dining room right now? Can you make a noise right behind Owen and Daniel? Make a bang.
Bring me a meal?
You would like something to eat? I can't open up the kitchen right now, but you can get something to eat later.
Yes.
Okay. Can you also make a noise somewhere in the dining room?
I'll kill him.
Who do you need to kill?
Quiet.
You want him to stay quiet? Can you tell me who is moving the things around the restaurant?
I'm feeling drowsy.
I'm feeling drowsy.
What are you doing?
I'm hearing rustling in the back.
What?
I'm not sure if that's you guys, but I'm hearing rustling.
Okay, can we take a break?
I was asking them to make noise behind you.
I'm hearing rustling, almost like a
Can
bag.
we take a break because that's getting creepy?
Dan and myself both keep hearing something behind us, and I kept feeling like someone was lurking in the other room. What we capture may just be our strongest connection to the paranormal in this investigation. Watch closely on the right-hand side of your screen. This bolt of lightning appears in the kitchen just 2 seconds after I felt the presence in the other room. Pay attention to the time codes from the kitchen camera and the dining room camera, and watch how I react once this lightning bolt appears.
So this is fantastic. This is the formation of an energy that is, well, it's trying to form. It's trying to come through, and that's classic. That's a classic, it looks like a lightning rod, almost like, and that's exactly what it is. It's trying to manifest, it's coming together, it's forming this electrical magnetic energy bolt. Like, that's a big one. Like, sometimes you'll see a little squirtle, it looks like a snake, or a little, like, it could, then you're like, oh, is it hair, is it this, it's that. This is just fantastic, so that's really cool.
The timing of this manifestation is undoubtedly a soul left behind, but the real question is, who is it?
Susan,
What?
I'm hearing that tapping right now.
Are you again?
I don't know if it's from the phone or... Can you hear that?
That's weird.
Where is that coming from?
It's from the phone. Why is it tapping?
I don't know. I've never heard that before.
I've never heard this rando tapping.
Yeah.
That's creepy.
That's exactly what we were hearing when you were downstairs. I've never heard a phone do that. I've had this phone for 5 years.
Oh, no wonder he feels creepy. It's creepy behind me. Who's tapping? What is that? Sounds like someone's getting spanked.
Yeah.
Do you want to stop it?
Recall?
No, it's so weird. No, I can't. That's so disturbing.
Yeah. Hey, are you guys hearing that tapping?
Yeah.
It didn't happen before. That's so weird.
Right, until you came in here.
Until I came in here, and then it started up again.
Which again, we heard it downstairs with you.
Hey, what's up?
Is this where I get the tapping?
Yeah. One order of Lord tapping.
I'm going in. The room is so heavy with people. There's so many people in this room right now. It's good.
How many people are in that room right now?
Owen.
Can you respectfully not be involved with me?
Maybe.
That sounds like a good idea. How about you latch on to Dave?
Fight?
Dave can fight.
No, we can't.
Yeah.
Someone just grabbed my flashlight and moved it.
Do you know of Daniel's most recent possession?
I didn't see.
Do you want us to leave?
Up.
Do you want the family upstairs to be quiet? Can you give us one definitive sign of yourself? If you do, we will leave.
Is the ghost upstairs right now? It would seem. Both. Buddy.
Who's your buddy? Am I your buddy?
I saw something.
What did Buddy
Hey.
do?
Hey.
What?
It's okay, they don't know.
Did you do something to Buddy?
It's okay. I'm gonna stop.
Yeah.
It just kind of all of a sudden the energy just went up and I went upstairs.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if that's what I was like, is the ghost is he starting from upstairs? Is that it?
Yeah.
And then it comes down? I don't know.
And Isaac lives upstairs, right?
Mm-hmm. And he has a kid.
You remember he was the only one that said he was scared. He didn't like it.
Mm-hmm.
If he has a kid, that makes sense. I always wondered why he said that. Everybody else said that it's a nice spirit,
yeah,
but it doesn't like Isaac, or Isaac doesn't like it. Didn't Isaac get the door pushed into him?
Pushed into him. No one else has had physical hurting. It's like that.
Right.
Like, my feeling is that he's not a bad person as far as demonic or anything like that.
Other than that, like, he's been like toying around with us, and he's been like having fun, like you said, like having fun. He was like, he's been just saying move. He hasn't said like get out or anything. He hasn't told us to leave.
Right.
If anything, just move positions.
What a coincidence. Just as I was talking about the spirit telling me to move out of the chair through the spirit box, a light anomaly appears in the bar and takes a seat in the exact chair I was told to move from earlier that night. This orb manifests from the walkway, makes a loop at the middle chair, then stops completely and fades away just as a second orb leaves the chair. Pay close attention, once again, to the time codes.
He hasn't told us to leave.
Right.
If anything, just move positions. He's been just saying move. He hasn't said like get out or anything. He hasn't told us to leave.
Right.
If anything, just move positions.
Could this be Charlie since this was his favorite chair? And could we possibly be dealing with multiple spirits, all from different times and intentions? As we sit down to discuss what we may have found out, the spirits decided to remind us one last time that they are here.
Like, and we don't even know if that's the man that owned it beforehand. We don't even, we're not giving us any, right, like, who is this? How far back are we talking to? What is this?
Is there any history of these, like, I guess, like grounds? I guess they're...
No, and that's the tricky part.
And that's what
we're having a, what was that? Was that you?
No.
Oh.
Something had flipped the security alarm panel open on its own, and at that exact moment, Daniel had a camera malfunction.
It just went out of focus for no reason.
What?
This fell open.
What do you mean fell open?
The security thing.
Oh, the alarm? Oh, the security thing. Oh, that is weird.
Because that was fully closed.
That's the sound of it, too.
It fell open like this.
I can't even focus my camera, so...
That is crazy.
That's not easy to open.
No. Oh, why would that fall open? Huh.
It was closed like this,
Yeah,
and it fully opened like that.
we never touched that all night.
We didn't touch it at all. It fully fell open.
We had no purpose.
Okay, yeah, I can't focus my camera. Oh, there we go. There we go. Wait,
Yeah.
So
That fell open.
that just
that
happened.
should not have focused on its own.
That's funny.
No, it should not have focused on its own.
Café Venice has proven to be a mystery, and although we weren't able to uncover definitive information, we know that whoever it is lingering around is not a threat.
The night at Café Venice was insane. Like, all the evidence that we found, everything we went through was just miles ahead of what we've gone through so far. Finding all that evidence, like the ectoplasm, the apparitions in the TV, the orbs, and Charlie and possibly other spirits talking to me in the bar and the dining room.
My grandfather said, talk to them. They're not gonna hurt you, but talk to them.
I think this place has had so many purposes between the bakery and the bar and the history of South Norwood that there's so many reasons that there could be paranormal activity. And I also think it's a place that people love, so it might just be a place they want to go to after their death.
Whatever it is, there is one thing that we know for sure. It doesn't want its history known.